All right. What's good? What's good? What's good? Look, man, I am going to address this Tyson Fury open glove punches, funny glove business in this video. And my take is probably going to be a little bit different than you might expect, but it is what it is. There's enough people who are my subscribers that talk about it, ask about it in the video, in my comment section. So I've got to do it, make my statement on the thing so that people can stop asking me about this during the live streams and on videos. But essentially, Tyson Fury got busted, right? Video camera is right there hitting Deontay Wilder with an open hand, with a straight right open hand, with backhand jabs, all kind of issues about whether and why his wrists are flexing like that. And those are really legitimate concerns to be had. The only problem is those are legitimate concerns to be had before the fight begins, because he did it the last fight. And if nobody ever said anything about it, then you can't say anything about it now. And if you do say something about it, it really doesn't do any good unless you're saying it in preparation for the next fight. But let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. Now look here's some breaking news, okay? Boxers can be really, really dirty in the ring, okay? Boxers can be dirty in the ring. And other people in sports can be dirty, can cheat. They go a little bit over the rule. Where there's not a rule, they'll take advantage of it, right? You've got cheating for days in sports. You got cheating with PEDs. You got cheating in basketball where they just reinvent what a travel is. You got cheating in boxing where people are, have plaster of Paris on their gloves, or they've got little things that they put, give me the water bottle, the one that I mixed, where they have asthma, crumpled up asthma medicine in there to open the lungs of a fighter right before, in the later portions of the rounds to give them another big boost in energy, right? There's headbutts, people that brush from this side to that side with a headbutt. People that if the ref's on that side, gives you a hip shot give you a nice little hip shot, nice little shot on the middle of your thigh, something like that. When the ref is looking the other way, some other people might miss with a punch, scrape across your face with the laces of your glove. All of that type of stuff, man. All of that type of stuff takes place in boxing, and it takes place in different forms in different sports. It really and truly is part of the game. And so when people show me the tape about Tyson Fury, my thought was, yeah, absolutely, I see that. There's no doubt about whether or not Tyson Fury's throwing illegal punches or not. Whether he's whether he's hitting Deontay Wilder with an open hand, straight right? Or whether instead of punching forward, he sticks his palm out and hits you with the palm of his glove, right? He's doing all of that stuff. Without a doubt. And that's not a conspiracy theory. That's just what it is. And anybody honest about it that looks at the fight can tell you that that's what he did. On the other side of it, I've seen Deontay Wilder cuff people to the side of the head with an open-handed shot. I've seen him do it, right? I've seen other now that's about the only thing that I've seen with Deontay Wilder where it's like, that's blatant, like really blatant, illegal, because I've seen him knock people out by cuffing them to the side of the head, right? You could tack that up to him being a little bit more wild and not having a chance to get his hand around, but it is what it is. It's happened. So if you ask me the question, do I think Tyson Fury cheated in that fight? My answer is yes. But now if I watch the fight close enough with Mikey Garcia, I think Mikey Garcia or I think Sean Porter cheats during fights. You know what I mean? He's a dirty fighter. Tyson Fury's a dirty fighter, but that is part of the game. It really and truly is. And so my issue with that having taken place isn't necessarily because Tyson Fury's going to cheat, man. Come on, man. Tyson Fury's going to cheat. Tyson Fury got suspended for 2 years for performance-enhancing drugs. He's on tape saying that he thinks every fighter Every fighter out there is on some type of performance enhancing drug. And though he didn't say himself, he looked up like, all I do is these type of drugs. Speaking of marijuana or whatever, But come on, man, it's not, of course he did. When he said he's going to rough somebody up and he's going to do all that and lay on them, dude, that's cheating too. You're not boxing to hold on and grab somebody's head down and pull somebody's head down and put them in a headlock and push them down and forward. That's cheating too. But here's the thing. If you know that that's going to happen, you have got to find something to do. If they're going to cheat, if they change the rules, they've changed the rules for you too. And you have to fight fire with fire. That's the only way that you can get out of that particular circumstance. If somebody is going to get over on you and somebody's playing the rules over the line of the rules and you're the one, then you're just going to sit back and say, okay, well, he's cheating and I'm going to, and you just stay right there within your nice little box. Hey man, at the end of the day, don't be surprised if you lose. And they're not going to change it after the fact. When have you heard that very few circumstances, unless somebody found out, like somebody got tested positive for performance enhancing drugs, that's overcome a channel. But I don't remember Tyson Fury. I don't remember Evander Holyfield getting the fight overturned when he was headbutting Mike Tyson half to death. But I'll tell you what he did get though. Make him think about headbutting somebody else. He came up with half his ear gone. Mike was like, hey man, if you ain't gonna do nothing about it, I'm gonna do something about it. Now he might have went the wrong way with it, but that's what you gotta do. If Tyson Fury's hitting it with open hands, slaps and all that stuff, and he's roughing inside, dude, look, man, he should have a hard time having a relationships with his wife for a while. If you get what I mean. You need to take care, he's got to take care of that in the ring. And the other reason why I'm a little less sensitive to it is because I've seen it. I saw it happening in the first fight. In the first fight, he was backhand and jabbing him. That should be something that he was talking about. Deontay Wilder, number one, probably thought, look, man, this guy's got pillow for fists. And Tyson Fury's like, you're right, I got pillows for fists, but I ain't gonna hit you with my fist. I'm gonna hit you with my palm. You know what I mean? I'm gonna hit you where there is no glove because there's no padding, no significant padding to the glove where he's hitting him. That is skin on skin. The padding of a glove, just the padding. Now I'm not talking about the force and all that. If you hit it with all that padding there, that's not going to have as much impact as what he does when he hits you with his palm, or if he hits you with the palm to the side of his head, or if he hits you with this portion of the glove, right? The least padded portion of the glove. But Deontay Wilder has got to find a way. He's either got to find a way to do both. He's got to find a way to highlight that for the ref, so the ref knows to be looking for that, right? Because those punches are going pretty fast. So he might not see exactly how it's contacting during the fight. But if he knows about it ahead of time, maybe he'll say something. But more importantly than any of that is that you got to make Tyson Fury not want to do that. And however that is, maybe that's a conversation with Andre Ward. Andre Ward is one of the best at that, man. Andre Ward said it continually. Somebody's going to foul you. Somebody's going to do something like that to you. You got to find a way to make them want to stop immediately. Basketball is a great example of that. Some of you guys from the UK, and I don't know how many of you guys actually play basketball, but in basketball, when you're inside and somebody elbows you, elbows are illegal. You're not supposed to be able to turn with your elbows out and make contact with somebody's head with an elbow. But hey, man, if somebody's pushing on your back or they're slapping on your arms, and the refs doesn't see it because those guys got somewhere to go, right? They're not going to continue and call every foul that's out there, right? They're just not going to do it. So some of those fouls are going to go. And you just have to make it on a basketball court. You just got to hit that dude with something serious so he knows, look, man, if you play that way, I'm playing that way too. You just changed the rules. So Deontay Wilder goes in there with Tyson Fury again. Hey, man, understand you're going to get hit with open-handed shots. You're going to get cuffed to the ear with open-handed shots. You're going to get muffed straight to your face with a palm. Hey, have a conversation with the Nevada State Athletic Commission walking in. Hey, this is what happened. These are the infractions that took place. This is what we need your referees to look at in the next fight. And we need to make sure that you guys understand that this is an illegal punch. You can't go with whether or not he took padding out of his gloves and all of that stuff. I mean, maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Probably, I wouldn't doubt if he did. These guys are playing for a lot of money, man, and they're playing against a guy, they're fighting against a guy that can knock you out right away, and they wanted to make sure that they could go in and hurt you. So they're going to take every bit of an advantage that they possibly can get away with. And that's what most of those guys are going to do. So you just got to have to find a way to get around it, man. I don't think making a big hullabaloo about it, it just to me doesn't make sense. What makes sense to me is recognize that that's what he was doing, because that's what he was doing. Anybody saying that that's not the truth is just like, if you take Deontay Wilder out of it, because I've never heard Deontay Wilder say anything about the gloves. I heard Deontay Wilder say something about the weight on his chest, or the weight of that costume. But if Deontay Wilder's not saying anything about it, that is the right thing for him to do, not to say anything about it. But when the fight is remade, you make sure you send somebody in there that has that really knows how to make a persuasive argument to the right people, that where they know that is something Tyson Fury is coming in there to do, and that is something that the referee needs specifically warn him about and have his eyes on, because that's exceptionally dangerous. Aside from the fact that you're already in a sport where somebody can lose their life, for you to be taken short for a commission to see that that's what a fighter is doing, be notified that that's what a fighter is doing, and not to do anything about it, that right there opens them up to a lot of problems, because they were warned about it. Hey, Tyson Fury's hit, look at these punches where he hit with an open palm. Your ref missed that. Look right here where he's flicking this jab back time and time again. Those are illegal punches. But that's not something for Deontay Wilder and these guys to talk about, trying to get a fight overturned that already took place. That's something you have a conversation with people about, and what's going to happen in the next fight. And that's the only significance that I see of it. Tyson Fury was just the better man that day. He cheated, yeah, of course he cheated, but you got to expect that he's going to cheat. Of course he's going to go outside of those rules. The reason that there are rules is because people tend to go about doing things that way. Vladimir Klitschko was cheating for years, missing with a jab and jumping up on somebody's back and pushing down and holding down on their back. That's not part of boxing. That's wrestling. But it's there. Like, again, Evander Holyfield for years brushing across people's heads with his forehead. You know what I mean? Floyd Mayweather Jr. will put his forearm in your throat and shove off with his forearm in your throat. It's just what it is, man. It's a man's game, man. And you just got to be able to step up and handle it. And if they're going to do it, you got to have your own repertoire of the same tools to do it. And notify that sanction, the state commission ahead of time, so that they know what to look for specifically. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. You let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm just not big on that one, but it is what it is. You let me know what you think, and I'm out. Peace.